evening and welcome to Talking Sports Live. I'm Rob J. Along with Jamie Horton. We have a fantastic show for you today. As you can see, we have a guest in the middle in the hot seat. I'd like to welcome to the show Dr. Deidre Snell. She is the head dentist at the Ridgewood Smiles Dentistry. That's all right?
You said, yeah. I'm surprised you said that last part, right? Because it's not the same way you wrote it. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. He's talking slick out of mouth already. She's been over here for 4 seconds. Hey, this show, before we get started, is brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in. We'll keep them out. That's their slogan. The number 601-939-5231. Also, First Commercial Bank, where business is personal, 601-709-7777. Will T. Abson Law Firm, knowledgeable, experienced, and caring, 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency. It's a full-service advertising and marketing agency. Their number is 601-339-2040. And Richard Shaw of Dynastics Promotions, the official clothier of Talking Sports Live. The number there is 601-353-1956. Richard Shaw and Dynastics Promotions, they've been in business since 1988 when I was just a little bitty baby.
88.
All right, we got Dr. Snell here on us on the show with us, and we're going to get into her profession. Jamie, did you know that only 3.8% of dentists in the country are black?
I did not know that.
That's all.
That's it.
Just 3.8%.
And we got one in front of us.
We got one in
Well,
front of us.
beside of us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, how special are y'all?
We're very special.
We're very special.
I know.
Well, Doc, you you grew up in Port Gibson. You're from Port Gibson.
Yes, I was born in Columbus.
Okay.
And I grew up and went to Port Gibson. My dad took on a job for a band director for Port Gibson High. And then we just stayed. And afterwards, I went to school at Alcorn. Let's go Braves.
Okay.
And then
pause for like we gonna do this. We gonna do something like this.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we're talking about some Alcorn. I like that. Like we're gonna beat up or something.
Well, we want
like
you
Notre Dame or something.
We want to make sure we put some spec on that name.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, she didn't say respect. She said spec.
On that name. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. With the Alcorn.
Yes. And then I came to Jackson for dental school.
Okay.
And then after dental school, then I pretty much based out of Jackson, but I worked in Tupelo sometimes, worked in Port Gibson, back in my hometown, and but I always stayed based in Jackson.
Okay.
So now I'm fully in Jackson with everything.
Did you always want to be a dentist growing up?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah. I said that, look, a person's confidence comes from their smile. And I wanted to be in the healthcare field. At the time, it was too many physicians that were being sued. And I think they were doing tort reform when I was kind of thinking of it. And I said, I don't want to do all that. So just to be safe, let me do something else. And with dentistry, you have an art form.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a combination of science and art. Because just think about it, when you're doing a filling, you have to shape up a tooth. Our first project was to wax up a tooth exactly how it was. Even though we said some people had teeth that looked like raisins. But anyway, so we...
did you ever, when you were about to work on somebody's mouth and they open their mouth, did you ever say like, oh, hell no?
I do mission trips, so I probably said that several times.
What's mission trips?
When you go abroad to do, like in other countries, like usually underprivileged countries, correct?
Yeah, and sometimes it's not abroad. Sometimes it's right here in our own state. Or
oh, really?
Yes, we had a mission of mercy one time, and I think it's still going on at different areas of the state where several dentists or many dentists get together and just provide free care that day.
Okay.
So
that's sweet.
Wow. We're going to talk about your profession throughout this show, and we're glad to have you here. And we applaud you for being a dentist. When you went, does Alcorn offer that class or whatever you call it?
Alcorn offers pre-dental.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Were you how many when you studied that, how many were in that class? Were a lot of students?
It's not too many people that wanted to just be dentists, and I was the only one that was like passionately proud to say I want to be a dentist. But it was a lot of them that wanted to be physicians.
Okay.
So we had a pre-professional program, and like I said, I think I may have been one, probably two, that was interested in dentistry instead of being a physician. So yeah, it was a hard thing trying to get it done, but I got it done. And then when I started dental school, we only had 9 blacks out of everybody at the dental school, and I was of course the only Alkanite. But we tried to work our way to get more blacks into the dental school. So by the time I made it to my senior year, it was like 25 blacks, and each class had an Alkanite in it. That's what I'm most proud of.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Each class did not have the school on Lynch Street.
Oh, they did?
No.
So that was a competition of how many students were taking dentistry? That was a competition even then?
No, it was just the gauge that we used to understand the caliber of the different universities. So.
Oh, okay.
She on the road now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to see HBCUs do anything. I don't really. I know I went to Jackson State, but I don't really go, oh, we did this, we did that. And, I don't like when I first started working at the TV station. There was a guy from Ole Miss, a graduate from Ole Miss, a graduate from Alabama, and a graduate from I forgot the other school. And I was on the JSU guy. And I didn't think that. I just wanted to go in there and do. I didn't say, oh, we got a Jackson State guy here. Ain't no Alcorn people in there. I never. Yeah. What my goal was to make sure all 3 of them got covered. Yeah, that was my goal.
And ultimately, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Because my best friend from dental school is a Jackson State graduate. So, and we've been best friends since dental school. So, I think it is a great thing, but it's just playful banner.
Okay.
It's just a way to kind of get at each other.
Now, how you are a Saints ticket holder?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we just got our mug this week. I know it's a little late. It's after season has started.
What is it? That's
STH means Saint. Saints ticket holder.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't gotten one in 10 years.
You're a Saints ticket holder too?
I used to be a Saints ticket holder.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, and I finally, let me tell you what happened. They called me last year. Yeah. I was get ready to go to work, and they called me in the morning. I said, who is this from New Orleans? The 504 number. I'm about to walk out the door. And I said, and the lady said, hello, Mr. Horton. You're next in line for Saints season tickets.
Wow.
I was ecstatic. I got in the car. Now, where I work in where I live is like 15, 20 minutes away. But I also teach school. So all the time, I was on hold. The entire time. But class was about to start. So I had to get off. So when I tried to call them back, guess what?
They were gone?
No, they was gone because when I hung up, that ruined my chance in line. So they go to the Saints have the last time I checked, I think that lady said it was like about 20,000 people in a wait line.
Goodness gracious. Yeah. So you are very fortunate to be a Saints ticket holder.
Well, I had to wait as well.
You did?
Yeah.
So they send you this? They send you gifts?
They send you gifts every year at the beginning of the year. Last year was a flag that I was proudly.
Looked like they could have gave you a bigger cup.
We okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, do you go to the games?
I normally try to, but this year, for some odd reason, my tickets sold out very early, including my parking. So the only way that I'm going to the game this year is playoffs.
Okay. So you're not no regular season ticket?
I have regular season tickets, but I put them all for sale.
Okay.
And whatever may not sell or whichever game I want to really go to, I pull that one back and save it for myself. But this year, it was none that I was really excited to go to. And now I don't have any left over that nobody wants to buy. So
well, not till tonight, because I might be trying to buy one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All of them are gone.
Oh, they're sold out already.
Sold out.
Oh
already.
man, well that's a good thing.
So
now let me just give you some instructions right now, because I see you like to talk slick out your mouth. Now, the Saints play the Chiefs Monday night.
Yes.
Now, should the Saints win,
Mhm.
don't call me doing all that rah rah hoorah. See, you already did that tonight with Corin, and no, I was only Conite in the class. So don't do all that hoorah if the Saints win, which is a very distinct possibility. The Saints could beat them. Okay, so you're not going to do all that, are you?
Can I at least just send Fleur de Lis to you?
Fleur de Lis, Fleur de la, Fleur de la da da da. No. Not at all. Not at all.
I
But
definitely will.
so real quickly before we go to break, how did you become a Saints fan?
Well, I've always been a Saints fan because they're local, and
So are the Falcons.
they're not that local.
They're not that local. Okay.
Yeah, which team was the closest?
Atlanta. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, Saints.
All right. So with them being so close that I took on to them, but we didn't have any apparel. Nobody was selling any Saints stuff, even though we were so close. And so once I went to Alcorn, I really got into football, got into Steve McNair with the Titans and followed them. And once he was sent to the Ravens, then I was Saints full time, no problem. So I've been hardcore ever since.
Why is she making up all that racket over there?
She's talking to her customers.
I'm sorry. She
Yeah.
talked to a customer. Okay. All right. We're going to take a break. You're not going to leave, are you?
No.
We have a prize we're going to give away a little bit later in the show. We're going to tell you about the full moon happy hour. I'm going to tell you about that. So all of that is coming up. Stay with us here on Talking Sports Live from Full Moon Barbecue in Madison.
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
All right, welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue. Rob J. Jamie Horton, and our special guest, Dr. Deidre Snell. She is the owner of Ridgewood Smiles Dentistry in Jackson. She is an Alcornite. She's a Saints fan, and she also liked the New York Knicks.
Said who?
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, I didn't mean no harm. I'm sad today because the Astros got popped. They're out.
Wait a minute.
They're done.
So with that wild card, it was a one game.
It was best of three. You win two.
Wait a minute. So they played game one already?
Yes.
I did not know that.
They got popped yesterday.
And they got popped.
And they got popped today by the
who?
Detroit Tigers. Detroit Tigers are smoking.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, they got a good team this year.
Yes, I'm not really mad if the Astros win.
Hell, when you made the playoffs, ask me where my Cubs at. In
But
Florida.
they started out pretty well, didn't they?
Started.
Yeah.
And we finished third in the second in the NL Central behind the Brewers.
Wow, they're having trouble with the Mets? Aren't they playing the Mets?
Yes. And the
No,
Mets-
the Brewers. Yes,
Yes, they are.
they're playing the Mets. Okay,
And the Braves got beat last night too.
they sure did.
Man, San Diego has pretty good team.
They really do. Absolutely. Well, I want to send our condolences. Of course, it was a very tragic week. Pete Rose passed away. He died at the age of 83. He's considered the greatest baseball player, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. But he gambled on baseball. He was banned from being in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. A lot of people saying they should have put him in. But he did something that, what he did, betting on baseball, and people are like, oh, he bet on his team to win. But you still can affect your players. If you're the manager and you bet on your team to win, you may leave your pitcher in there a little bit longer than he's supposed to be.
Didn't he bet on sometimes that they lose?
I don't know if he bet that they lose. He may have. I really didn't follow them, but he passed away. Also, Dikembe Mutombo passed away.
Yeah.
And John Amos passed away. You remember John Amos?
Oh, yes.
Did you watch Good Time?
Yes, James. And I was like Florida when I heard him. Yes.
Did you have your glass in your hand?
I was sad about it too.
You know what, Rob? I'm gonna tell you. When I was younger, I used to think that James Evans, quote, was one of the meanest people on, TV. But then when I became a father, I respected him a whole lot more. Yeah. And one of the guys who interviewed him said the same thing. I guess that's because we didn't have, some of us didn't have fathers in our house.
Right.
So, but as you became a father, then you learned to respect what he did.
Yeah.
And the thing that he was, he didn't play with JJ, Thelma, or Michael.
You know what I liked about him? How he defended one of my favorite episodes when the guy didn't want to pay JJ for paying that bank.
He even put him in the safe deposit box.
And the guy was going, and that's how I try to be. Even with our Chris White gets so mad when I feel like somebody's taking advantage of you guys. So I kind of got that. Watching him, I kind of got that from him. I'm always try to defend my people. Yeah. And I hope that I do that.
And Deidre, he's not exaggerating that. When I tell you he will defend us, that's why we love him. And we'll do anything for him because he got our back. I remember one instance he defended this certain member of our group member to the very end. And when I tell you that Rob was talking about, I said, you know what? I tell you what, if it's not done right, then I'll just leave. But of course, we got it worked out. He's a Hall of Famer. But
what was that? I don't remember.
I'll tell you about it.
Okay. I remember the fact when the food. When one of the members was trying to keep us from getting the food when Jackson State had played Prairie View that night.
Well, that's one of them. Yeah, but that one right there, he was 38 hot. In fact, he was so hot by the time we got to the airport and got back on the plane, he still was talking about it.
Because this guy wouldn't get what happened. We were at Prairie View. Jackson State had played Prairie View, and it was just a bad night that night. Yeah, Jackson State had beat them, but Prairie View wanted to fight.
Yeah, and they got to fight.
And everybody, cheerleaders, and they came over to the bus to fight. And when I was like the first one to the bus to put the things under the equipment under the bus, Jamie was behind me. And one of the JSU coaches said, Rob, go get you a box. It was a box of food like this. It looked like this. And he said, Rob, go get you a box of food. And I said, okay. So I told Jamie, go get your box of food at the front of the bus. I'll go around there in a minute. I'm putting stuff under the bus. Jamie came back around. I said, did you get your food? And he said, no, this particular guy wouldn't let me get it. Oh my goodness! I said, where is he? Where is he?
Oh, but no, I think you know who that was, don't you?
That's for the players only. That's for the players only.
So this particular person, with the next game we played Alcorn, so he tapped me on my shoulder. I'm sorry about that. I said, well, I'm good, but he said, is my brother still mad at me? I said, well, go ask him. So he went over there and they made it up. But Rob was still hot at it.
Because you don't do. I value my crew, and they work really hard. Mm-hmm. They really work hard. They really do. I mean, out in the rain and the cold and all that, and then you did. It's plenty of boxes. Yeah, it would have been different if there had been like 20 boxes. There were hundreds of them. Jackson State players were gonna eat all that food. So finally, when I'm ready to beat him up, this lady comes off the bus. Rob, we've had so much trouble tonight. Please don't. Everybody got their food. Here's yours. I said, ma'am, don't give me this because I might do something with it. Use it as a suppository.
But the coaches did come back over there and told that person that he told Rob that we can get it. But Rob didn't let it go for like about 2 weeks.
I didn't want it. Yeah.
And he didn't eat his food.
I didn't want it.
And that was at Prairie View.
Yeah,
we were at Prairie View. Yeah.
So it's a 45 minutes to an hour drive from Perry View to Houston. Because when we left the game that night, we had to go catch the plane. And he talked about it from the time we left Perry View all the way to the airport, and then talked about it when we got on the plane because he was still hot.
Because I couldn't imagine how this guy would do that, knowing that we all pretty much grew up together. But when he got with the team, he turns into somebody else, Mr. Beaujolais. He turns into Jay Hooper.
Mr. Beaujolais.
Best father playoffs all that.
Well, we also had a bad experience. Well, I did have a bad experience at Prairie View, and it was kind of embarrassing. That's the only time I kind of was like, well, we as a band, when I was in college.
You in the band?
I was in the Sounds of Dynamite.
You didn't tell us that?
Yes.
What you play?
I play saxophone.
Oh.
So our second year, how bands work out at SWAC schools, we try and visit one year and then get the other band to come. So we were like, okay, we're going to extend a hand to Prairie View. And we went out to Prairie View to perform. It was raining all night. So the woodwinds, I was a woodwind, so we weren't able to get out. So it was mainly brass and drums. And that night, Prairie View won, but it's the odd thing. They had been on a 500-plus game losing streak, and we were the one that broke that streak.
No, Alcorn didn't break that streak.
Yes, we did.
I thought Pine Bluff was the one. You
It
mean when they lost 81 in a row? When Prairie View lost 81 in a row?
No, 500 games. 500
Football.
plus, yes, football.
It was Alcorn that ended.
In
I didn't realize.
I didn't
2000
realize.
season.
Okay.
Because I remember going to bed after I was disappointed, after being wet and everything. I went to bed in my hotel room, went to sleep, had ESPN on, and when I woke up, ESPN was saying, Prairie View University, Valley break a 500-something game losing streak to Alcorn. I was like, that is not how I want to be used.
I didn't remember Alcorn. I thought it was somebody
That
else.
was the year we went 0 and
Oh, that's right.
Wait a minute.
yes.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
Johnny Thomas was the
Johnny
coach.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes,
JT.
I remember that.
Dr. Johnny Thomas.
But since that time, Alcorn has redeemed itself because they won the SWAC like 3-4 years in a row.
Yes.
So-
Houston was our home when they first started the SWAC there.
That's correct. And right now, Alcorn is tied with Southern 1-0 in the SWAC in the West. Texas Southern is third. Prairie View 1-2. Pine Bluff hadn't played a conference game yet. Grambling 0-1. And I know the Grambling fans, we beat Jackson State, but it didn't count.
It didn't count.
It didn't count. It didn't count in the SWAC standing.
And then they went to 5 overtimes, I heard.
Yes.
Because, I think you said you was looking at it
I was watching it.
on the phone, but we was packing up equipment and going back to the
Right.
So we didn't hear about it until we got on the going back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But 5 overtimes.
And during that, the fifth overtime, you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
And Prairie View got it. Grambling didn't. And they won. So, that was a wild game. And Grambling was 0-1. I know that just took a little luster off that win that they had over
Well,
Jackson.
Rob, when we come to town, everybody's SWAC championship.
Even Alcorn?
Oh, yeah. Especially them.
Now, are you going to Alcorn when Jackson State play? You want to go with us?
I actually have a conference that weekend in Chicago.
Oh, man.
In Chicago? Okay. Maybe you go get to see the Chicago Bears play.
I think she'd rather go see the Bad News Bears play.
Nah, I give up on them.
We do have a trivia question. We'll be asking that trivia question in just a moment, but I want to let you know our special guest is Dr. Deidre Snell. She is one of the few African-American dentists in the country, and we're proud of you. And I just wanted everybody to know who you are. Do you think more and more students or blacks will get into dentistry?
Well, we're trying to encourage it as much as possible, just so they'll see that the path is easy to get into, and as long as you have a passion there, you're good to go. So I try and let as many people shadow me and try to influence as many dentists as our future dentists as I possibly can.
All right, quickly before we go to break, do you have to be really strong to pull somebody's tooth out?
It's all about the position.
We'll be back.
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Talking Sports Live. How you doing, little man? You doing all right? This show is brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in, we'll keep them out. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal, 601-709-7777. Willie T. Abston Law Firm, knowledgeable, experience caring, 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing. That's a full-service advertising and marketing agency, 601-339-2040. And Richard Shaw of Dynastics Promotions, the official clothier of Talking Sports Live, 601-353-1956. Dynastics has been in business since 1988, when I was just a little itty bitty.
If you say it, I believe it.
Let him have it. Yeah, we let him have it every week.
You saw little Holmes over there?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at when you said
It looked just like Mahomes' truck did. We have a trivia question, Jamie, that we're going to give a gift card here from Full Moon. And the trivia question, you can, on all of our social media platforms. Now, don't call the TV station because ain't nobody going to answer. Okay, so you can, the first one who can contact us on our social media platforms, which is formerly Twitter. What else? Facebook
and
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
You will receive the gift card. Now, here's the question. What two games in 2023 were the highest attended game in the FCA Football Championship Subdivision, previously known as Division I AA? In the, wait a minute, what is this? What two games in 2023 were the highest attended game in the FCA? Give the teams.
He meant to put the
game
FCS, I think.
In the FCS. Yes. Okay. All right. What two games were the highest attended game in the FCS in 2023? Okay. You know those games. Just send us a message. I don't think nobody's going to get this, but it may be. It may be. So, again, what two games in 2023 were the highest attended game in the FCS? In the FCS in 2023.
I mean, that's kind of like a difficult for someone who don't know that much about FCS, but maybe we give them a clue.
Yeah, you go ahead, give them a clue.
I would say that these two games were both HBCU games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you can't, yeah.
All right. Let's look back at some of the scores from. Now, by the time this airs, this would have been 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
All right. So, congratulations to Jackson State went to Houston and beat Texas Southern. You were there. They beat them 43-14. Was the score as dominant as Jay Shear?
Yes, it was more. Actually, Jackson State could have put more points if they wanted to.
Okay. Alcorn went up to Itta Bena and beat Mississippi Valley on Valley's brand new field,
And why y'all do them like that?
42-21. You know what? This was almost the same score as Jackson State.
And I noticed
was,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. When I got the final, I said, we almost matched them.
So Alcorn beat them 42-21. Did you watch that game? Did you go?
I was unable to watch it and was kind of scared to go because the mosquito index was high for that night. I am so serious.
Oh, man. Well, maybe the new field kind of like deterred them. You know, they got a new Jumbotron up there, too. So maybe all of them just went up to the lights at the Jumbotron. Maybe, that helped out.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't going to try it out.
So you weren't going to try that?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Rob,
got
we played
the Snouts and
We played them daytime last year, didn't we?
Yes. yes.
Yeah, we sure did.
You remember that coach when he
came up in the booth.
Came in the booth, he was all mad.
Yeah, he was all at
giving
you.
the stats. And
He was mad at you.
Time, and I'm saying, Valley, Jackson State got this and this and this. We ain't gonna be like that in the second half.
It sure was. It was worse.
Also, Alabama State beat Bethune-Cookman. Grambling beat Prairie View in 5 overtimes. We talked about that. FAMU didn't play because of the hurricane,
Yeah.
so they will play this week. Let's see.
And let's pray for those people.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
got affected by Hurricane Elaine. I mean, like not just. I mean, Florida State, they was on the road and everything, but their campus got messed up.
Yeah.
Over A&M. So I think the death toll was over 20.
this is it was 40 the last time I heard.
Oh, my.
And this is like the second deadliest hurricane
Really?
or natural. Is it natural disaster?
Yeah.
Yes,
and it
ma'am.
may be in U.S. history.
Oh man.
Wow.
So-
And you know what was a good thing about FAMU? The volleyball team was here to play Jackson State.
Sure was.
On the schedule.
That
So,
might- yeah.
so that saved. I mean, they were here, and I talked to their coach and some of their players. And he said that it messed up Tallahassee pretty bad.
Yeah. Did they stay?
They stayed for a day, and then they went back.
They went back.
Yeah, and then Bethune, which Daytona Beach didn't get much damage, so
Okay.
they played also. So, and by the way, FAMU volleyball beat Jackson State
Really?
5 sets, but JSU came back and beat Bethune later on.
Okay.
All right, let's see. I was surprised that Mississippi State played Texas so close.
I was too. I just knew it was gonna be like 50-something to 10.
It was 35-13.
But our producer Larry Nix went to that game and he was pleased with the defense.
He
They
was.
just need a quarterback. I think they get a quarterback and some more weapons on offense. I think Mississippi State gonna be all right.
Yeah,
It's gonna take him a class or two to
think so.
get where he want to be.
You think Texas may have just overlooked them?
I don't think so, Rob. I mean, their defense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Mississippi State or so. You got to give them a chance. Everybody, I heard some of the Mississippi State folk that I know. Well, we need to farm, get Dan Mullen
Can't
back,
keep finding
do this and do. You can't keep recycling coaches like this. Is first year.
Yeah.
Give them a chance to recruit.
Ole Miss lost to Kentucky.
Nah,
See,
that's-
Ole Miss, they beat a whole bunch of nobodies.
And you told me that last week. So I was like the first of all.
But I did say they weren't going to lose a game.
Yeah.
I kind of got caught up in they beating folks 76-0 and all. But I did say they ain't played nobody.
Well, you did say that, and I just knew they were going. We was in the hotel before we went to the game. Before we, left for the game, and I saw they had. I said, this ain't good.
So LSU beat, who is this, USA? Who is USA?
South Alabama.
42-10. You have a favorite college team other than Alcorn? You just follow Alcorn.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Okay, they got lucky, and they beat UGA. They beat Georgia.
Yeah,
What-
Georgia almost. They
Georgia almost came back.
had it.
I heard Trace told me that Georgia actually came back and took the lead. I didn't know that.
They did.
Yeah.
So you don't. What about Colorado? Okay,
Next.
let me move.
Oh, I like us.
Let's see. Anybody you interested in? Let's see.
There really no surprises to me, Rob. Be honest with you.
Colorado did beat Central Florida 48-21.
Like I said, there wasn't no surprises to me. I mean,
Yeah.
they just got more talent than UCL.
Okay.
But nobody in particular. I was really surprised. I said the one that really stood out for me was Ole Miss losing to Kentucky.
Ole Miss loses to
Yeah.
That was, I guess that was the surprise of the weekend.
Yeah.
Ole Miss loses to
And did you see that Miami Virginia Tech game?
I did
It
not.
ended in controversy
Oh,
when he threw the ball up in the air.
that was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
It was a controversy about did he really catch the ball and have possession, but the referees overruled it and called it an incomplete pass. But to me, it looked like a catch
Yeah.
for the Virginia Tech guy.
I did. I saw the
Yeah.
highlights on that. I certainly did. So again, the biggest surprise was Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to play South Carolina when we hit the air later on Sunday night. So we'll have that for you next
Where
week.
would that game be?
That is going to be, I think it's in South Carolina.
Okay.
I think it's in South Kakalaki. It is at South Kakalaki
Okay,
at
okay.
2:30.
Okay.
At 2:30. And Southern Miss still having a little hard time. Yeah, they having a little, and the fans want them to fire their coach. They play Louisiana at Southern Miss on Saturday.
I don't know what's Southern Mississippi problem. I mean, like,
They just had a few issues. Oh, okay, we have a winner. Okay, no, we do not have a winner. That says ask question again. Okay, let's see if we can ask the question again. I think maybe we need to ask the question. Okay, the question is, what two games in 2023, last year, were the highest attended games in the FCS?
maybe we need to give them another clue.
They were the highest attended games in the FCS.
Okay, one game takes place during the Thanksgiving holidays in Louisiana. Now, if you can't figure that out,
You
something.
can't figure that out.
And the other game takes place in what they call the Magic City.
Okay.
Now, if you can't get that, don't nobody deserve it.
And you can go to our social media and answer the question. Again, don't call the TV station because nobody's going to answer. Okay? Nobody will answer. But we have Dr. Snell here with us, Dr. Deidre Snell. She is a pediatrician. No, just kidding. She's oh, you about to jump out of this seat. Will you see her leg going?
She about to jump.
She's been holding that
Rob, she was about to hit you. Yeah. I was just going to say, oh, my goodness.
She is a dentist, and man, you just don't see a lot of black dentists. No. Did you ever watch Sanford and Son?
Yes, I love Sanford and Son.
Now, that was an episode where he didn't want a black.
I remember that.
Did that anger
Yes.
you?
It was hilarious because he ended up getting the black dentist.
Who was actually the most qualified.
He was the most
Yes.
Because Fred said,
Yeah.
you know, they all right for a drinking buddy, but when you come in my mouth,
So that wasn't offensive to you at all.
No, it was hilarious.
It was-
Very entertaining.
Okay, all right.
and my thing is, I just want to give, and she's not just in the dentistry as an African American, but a female. There's not that many. What's the percentage of female African American dentists?
I did not look that up, but
I would like to know that.
yeah, historically it's been more male
Yeah.
dentists in general than females, but lately the females have been coming up on enrollment and actually licensure.
I tell you
So-
what, I got my wisdom tooth took out, Doc,
Mhm,
some years ago.
mhm.
It was killing me, but when he gave me that gas, I felt like a new person. I didn't know I was in this world, and I was still kind of. He didn't do the total dose, and I remember when he took it out, but I didn't feel a thing, and it was like a breath of fresh air. 'Cause I'm telling you, when your teeth hurt, I don't care who you are,
Yeah.
you're gonna break down.
Oh yeah,
That and I think you're back.
it go to your brain.
It
and
goes
all that.
everywhere. It gets in your nerves, and it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. So I commend you and all dentists for making us feel better.
Now, when you have a toothache, do you do your own teeth? You get in the mirror and do this here.
No, I thought about it. We have some dentists that do. I had a dentist
Are you
that wanted
serious?
to do his own root canal, and yes,
How do you do your own root canal?
Mira.
A mirror.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
you a little slick. I'll be back in a moment. Say with
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
All right, welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue. Rob J, Jamie Horton, and Dr. Deidre Snell. She is the dentist, the head dentist at the Ridgewood Smiles Dentistry. Yes. How long have you been there?
I've been there since September 2016.
Okay. Now, you are building a kindergarten center?
No. The ministry I work with, Salt and Light, we have a ministry down in Honduras. And they are, we have different churches in the Jackson area, Jackson and surrounding areas that go down to Honduras at different times of the year. And then we also have a full service ministry down there.
Okay.
And we've been building a kindergarten classroom forever. And they just recently opened up.
Okay.
So.
All right. We do have a winner.
We got a
We
winner.
finally have a winner.
We got a
I want
winner.
to say congratulations to Melvin Greenwood.
Melvin
Greenwood. He has correctly identified the teams that attended the two games, rather, that were the highest attended games in 2023 in FCS. And you know who they are?
It's Alabama State versus Alabama A&M in Birmingham, Alabama, also known as the Magic City.
Wow, they had 69,000 there.
Yeah, 69,000. And you got of course, Southern and Grambling in New Orleans, part of the Bayou Classic.
64,699.
Yes.
All right. Well, Jamie, let me congratulate you and your team, Reimagine Prep.
I appreciate it.
They defeated Smilo Prep in the Prep Bowl.
Prep Bowl.
And you got a couple of your coaches here?
I got a couple of my coaches here.
Where are the coaches? They over there eating. No, look at their mouth full of barbecue.
They over there,
Mouth full of, what are you eating? Ribs?
yeah, get my coaches. Bring them over there. Two of my coaches.
He mouth eat. Can they get in? Can they get in?
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's move over a little bit. See if the coaches can get in. All right, coaches, can you get in here? All right, there you go, Bernard. Okay, we got the coaches in. All right, just a little bit. Okay. All right, well, coaches, congratulations. You want to introduce them, James?
Yeah, the man right there nearest to you, to your left, is my offensive line coach, Christopher Brown Sr. And the guy that's sitting next to him is my right-hand man, my main man, my associate head coach, and my defensive coordinator, Myron Ellis II.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You can unloosen it.
We can turn around a little bit.
Back to you. And then you can turn it. Yeah. You can turn it? Okay, you can turn it. There you go.
You can do like Ed Bishop. Man.
Okay. There you go. There you go. All right, there you go. All right, well, guys, congratulations on your win. That you this week you face a difficult team, don't you? Or you playing the SWAC Bowl, or what am I saying? The Little SWAC. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I get you guys. Okay, you play. I don't want to mess up. You play in the Little SWAC.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, now what is a Little SWAC?
Little SWAC is a conference that was created with several other middle schools, Shirley Simmons, Yazoo County, Smilo, and also there was us and one other school.
No, that's it, coach. Just focus.
Just those.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what do you think your chances are for the next game? Is this the last game of the season?
No, it's not the last game of the season, but we got some great expectations. We're continuing the momentum from last night.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I would tell you this. I came out to your practice, and the way you guys conduct practice, I mean, you're not really screaming at the players. I mean, you're like teaching them. What I got is that you were teaching them. Is that something that you're designed to do?
It's how we coach them.
Is how you coach them? Yeah. And I really respected that.
Yeah, teaching. I'm a teacher at heart, me personally. So you got to give the kids why and how.
Yeah.
To do in order to get the maximum results. You got to teach.
Yeah. Yeah. And because I know I went to one of Bernard, practices. Move your feet, move your feet. I'm like, come on, Bernard, move your feet. Congratulations, guy. We didn't mean to interrupt your food. I know because you was over there. I was like, man, you were having a real big content. All right, guys. Anything else you got like that?
Just thank you for the opportunity, and once again, man, no line.
Yes, sir. All right. Congratulations, fellas. We really appreciate it.
Y'all need some floss? No, I'm just.
She should.
She said, do y'all need some floss? She's a dentist, so yeah.
So
Rob, I mean, and I'm talking about the ones that's not here too. You got Jonathan Rowe, my defensive line coach.
I don't want to be sitting on top of you.
I know.
Yeah, you got Darian Barnes, who's my offensive coordinator, who couldn't make it tonight. And like you said, practice. When I got the job, we didn't win a game last year.
Wow.
And I said when I was offered the job, I said I was going to turn that program around. Those are kids who live in South Jackson who, they're a little bit different. So you have to come at them a little bit different. And I told my coaches that, we were going to try some different methods. I'm telling you, Coach Evans kind of like calmed me down last night because I wanted it so bad. But we was patient. Smilo, they're a great football team. You got to give it to them. Yazoo County beat us early in the year, 22-6. So it's revenge time. So I gave them the day off today, but tomorrow we get back to the drawing board.
Okay. Well, good luck to you.
I appreciate it, brother. Look, I appreciate your support for coming out there supporting my kids. Ever since you've been out there, that's all they talk about. The Hall of Famer.
That's some good guys.
Yeah, they was like, we knew that you was on the crew, coach, but we didn't know that you actually knew. I said, well, if I'm on the crew, I know. But just to see you.
Yeah, that's a good guy.
Yeah.
And what about my man that said,
Money.
"You got to put me on"? Yeah,
Money has moved into the quarterback position. We moved him.
he's a quarterback.
He's the quarterback now. Coach Evans, we got on him last night because he made a few mistakes. But it's just like any kid, it is no such thing as a perfect game. But he's learning the position.
Yeah.
Because we had him at running back. Now defensively, he's an outside linebacker. He do pretty good on that. But the quarterback position is something new. So Coach Evans is trying to coach him up
Okay.
a whole lot more. And come and tell you, Coach Evans is really patient. Me and Coach Brown, we ain't.
But no, man, they were some good guys. I know you may have a few issues with some of them, but they're young kids, and of course you're going to have issues like that. But you guys are doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
But let's get into some predictions right now. All right, we're going to start with who we start with there, brother Nick Swag. Swag. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Florida A&M, Alabama State. At Alabama State.
FAMU.
Okay, you say FAMU. I'm going to say Alabama State.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be as Jim Ross says, it's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Okay.
But I got to get to Alabama State.
You're Alabama State. Okay. All right. Arkansas Pine at Alcorn.
It's homecoming. So
It's homecoming for Alcorn already?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my!
You all are latecomers to homecoming. I think it's-
Alcorn going to blow them out.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
We all say Alcorn?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say Alcorn. Okay. Virginia Lynchburg at Texas Southern.
Next question. Well, I think we all know that.
We all say Texas Southern?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Alabama A&M versus Jackson State in Mobile in the Gulf Coast Classic. She may be the only guest that's picking against Jackson State. I'm going to tell you.
And then you know what? She is really. We just
What
wait
you
on.
pausing?
No, the only reason I'm pausing is because I want to say Jackson State, but it just was hard to come out of my mouth.
It's hard to come out of your mouth.
Yes,
Okay, so you'll
yes.
say Alabama A&M.
I say Jackson State.
Okay, well, it was kind of paused on it too long. Nicholls State at Southern University. I'm going to tell you right now, Nicholls.
I say Nicholls State.
Okay, who you say?
I'm hoping Southern just because of Fred.
The hope. I want you to tell me who you think is going to win.
I see. I don't know Nicholls State. That's the only thing.
They're in a bigger conference.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got it.
They're
Okay.
FBS school.
All right.
Mm.
Prairie View at Incarnate Word. I'll say Incarnate Word.
I say Incarnate Word also.
Is that a bigger conference?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Money games.
Okay. Ole Miss at South Carolina.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna say South Carolina.
Seriously?
Yes. I don't have any more confidence in Ole Miss. Ole Miss blew my
I
confidence.
said seriously. He said yes.
Okay, Alabama at Vanderbilt.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm.
Blitz, Bama, Blitz. Okay, we all say Alabama. Okay, Louisiana at Southern Miss.
Southern Mississippi.
Raging Cajuns, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah, Louisiana.
I agree with you.
I say USM.
Okay, Rob and Deidre. Okay, let's see what else we have here. You want to go to the NFL real quick?
Yes, let's go to that.
Okay, well he don't have the NFL.
You ain't got an NFL on?
Okay, let's just let's go with the obvious team. Who does Dallas play?
Who do Dallas play?
I think they may be off. Okay, well let's just go.
Bye, beat them.
Okay, let's go to the Chiefs and the Saints because we got a Chiefs fan, we got two Saints fans here.
Who that?
You say who that?
Yeah.
Jamie say who that? You
Yes.
say who that?
Who that?
Okay, I'm scared. You know I can't pick.
Okay, good question, boy.
I can't pick, but I'm really scared because the Saints, if you can beat somebody, you score 40, 50 points on somebody, you still got it in you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they got it in them
Oh, they came back that last game. They had a nice comeback
against the
last
Eagles.
one.
Against the Eagles and Atlanta, and then Paulson Adebo decided he wanted to stick his arm where it didn't belong.
Yeah, you kind of angry with
Oh,
that.
yes, I am.
What about?
I'm
Let's
pretty
see.
hot.
We got a few more seconds. Florida State, Clemson.
And you know, Florida State, my boys. But right now we got some problems. I hate to say it, but if we win, I'd be surprised. But I think Clemson gonna get them.
What you say?
Clemson.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Is that it? All right. I guess that's it. Well, thank you so much, Doc, for coming by.
Well,
really
thank you for
appreciate it.
inviting me.
Anything else you'd like to add? We have a few seconds left.
Oh yeah, my office is Ridgewood Smiles Dentistry, located on the corner of Ridgewood and Beasley Atkins in Jackson, Mississippi. So 601-398-2934.
And she got a new customer.
Who's the new customer?
Me. Yep, she called me last week.
Ridgewood Dentistry. Dentist.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Dentistry.
Oh, see.
Thank
Thank you for watching. We'll see you back next week. She gonna need a dentist.